Hi Capricorn. So this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of August 19th through August 26th. And we have Milk and Honey, card number 51. And you know what, Capricorn? I have been called to do a reading for this zodiac sign since I started my channel. However, I am a Capricorn myself, so I kind of thought I was being biased. But today I could not rest until I got this message out. So I know that there is an important message for some of you, if not all of you. And this card's turned over, but we're not going to take it. We're going to take this one. The Thinker. And I know that's right. I know that Capricorns, we know how to think a lot. And I feel like maybe you're thinking about some self-care, thinking about taking a rest, taking a bath, going on a vacation. You might be going through a little bit of a dark night of the soul right now. And you keep thinking about the milk and honey on the other side. But let's go deeper. Is there another card for my Capricorn spirit? Yes. Oh my gosh. The never-ending story. And when I see this card, I feel like somebody that's just completely overwhelmed, tired of repeating the same cycles over and over again. Feeling like you give the world the milk and the honey, but you always receive stress, chaos, confusion. You might feel a little out in the cold right now, but I promise you, Capricorn, that this test that you're going through right now is not going to last long. I feel that you're overwhelmed, sad, you have a lot on your mind. You could be processing things. And you might feel like you're on a timeline. I see the hourglass here. And I feel like you're telling yourself, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. And when I look at these cards together, I actually see a younger Capricorn and an older Capricorn, both fairies. One hoping that one not, let me rephrase that. One fairy cannot wait to grow up. She feels stuck by rules, things that she doesn't understand, chores. She feels left out in the cold, misunderstood. But then this fairy is also like, oh my God, when is this going to end? It's a never-ending story. I am now running out of time and I still haven't received what I know is coming, what I know I deserve. And I just want to remind you, Capricorn, that time is an illusion. And we manifest the reality that we think about, we bring about. I want to use the gateway of light activation because I feel like for some of you right now, you're kind of suffering with gloom, sadness, depression, feeling overwhelmed, tired, defeated. But I want to say you guys are the GOAT, right? You guys are the GOAT. Capricorns always know how to persevere. Capricorns always know how to come out on the other end stronger. We are ruled by Saturn, and that planet has made us very determined, very resilient, and very tenacious. And I know that sometimes it can be tiring and overwhelming and discouraging. And you might see other people around you that just seem to get away with life. It looks like they're just like skating freely. And you've been working hard, doing everything that you need to do. And you feel like, oh my gosh, when is it going to be a new story? But we're going to go into the activation, the gateway activation cards, because I know this. Capricorns are old souls. Capricorns choose to come in under the planet of Saturn because they are ready to clear some karma. They're ready to clear their karmic debt. They're ready to have determination, work very hard. And it can be lonely and it can be sad at times, but you're not alone. And guess what? I'm also a Capricorn, so I know exactly what you guys are going through right now. And I'm here for you, okay? We have to stick together. Us Cappies. We're the goats. Never forget that now. All right, so what does my Capricorn need to know right now? Star gathering. Stars aligned. Remembering home and your soul family. And you know, I just got done saying, like, I'm a Capricorn too. You know, Capricorns come down to learn lessons. They choose the hard road. So the stars are aligning. You're remembering home and you're remembering who you really are and you're remembering your soul family. This might be a significant time in your life where they're going to come in and activate you on a deeper level. And you might feel alone and lost in the cold and like, when is this going to end? And just in your mind, always thinking, right? But your soul tribe is coming. Your crown chakra is being activated. And everything that you went through and experienced was for a reason, okay? I promise you that. And I know you know that deep down. Is there another card for Capricorn spirit out of this? Ooh, all right, right off the bat. Temple of Truth, throat chakra, authenticity, and your self-expression. So maybe you've been called lately to speak your truth. Speak what sets your soul on fire and be your authentic self, despite any judgment. And it's also a purple card. And I love that because purple reminds me of our crown chakra, which is the highest activation. Oh my gosh. And as I said that, Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. Oh my gosh, Capricorn. So let me tell you, and I am so excited. Look at all this purple. And if you look at it closely, I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. But it's all purple. It literally says star gathering, stars are aligned, remembering home and your soul family. And then boom, the temple of truth, your throat chakra, authenticity, and your self-expression. Speak your truth and your soul family will find you. And then Pleiadian activation. So some of you have come from the Pleiadian star and you guys are coming together, harmony in the heavens and a resolution to everything that you have worked so hard for. Your time is coming. I know that the road has felt long and frustrating and dark at times, but you're literally going through a portal of activation right now. And you know, I want to go ahead and get one more card because I'm getting called to pull one more. Because I know you Capricorns, us Capricorns, we can overthink at times. Sometimes we can get into our logical mind and we ignore our intuition. Oh no. Spirit say no. No more from this deck. And I'm nosy. I wanted to know more. So we're going to go ahead and move to the do I have them in here? Oh, they're right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to the sacred destiny because I feel like a lot of Capricorns have been called to a higher calling, right? I'm sure your life has been full of obstacles. I'm not saying that other people haven't experienced them, but yours have just kind of come like over and over and over and over again. As soon as you feel like you have one lesson figured out, boom, here comes another one. And you could just be worn out. I keep wanting to hear wounded warrior and wounded healer. You're definitely a leader. You definitely know how to take charge. But I feel like you keep thinking about the milk and honey. And that milk and honey is basically self-care, letting go of the things that are holding us back, taking the time to quit, achieve. Like, we don't need to achieve all the time. Give yourself that moment so you can be activated. All right, I'm going to shuffle one more time. All right, Spirit. So please give me 3 cards to help me help my Capricorns with whatever it is that you need to let them know at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for trusting me with getting this message out from my Capricorns. Let me hear what I need to hear, and let me say what I need to say without any blocks. Let's cut them. I rarely do that, by the way, but sometimes Spirit asks me to do something else, so I want to go with it. Going forward. So, Capricorn, you have been on a journey, and I feel like you've been on this journey your entire life, but you are, I don't know why, but I want to say 144,000. And the reason why I want to say that is because when I look at these numbers here, the milk and honey is a 6. It reduces to a 6. The thinker is an 8. And the never-ending story is 11. And the 6 equals partnerships, you know, working together, relationships. 8 is infinity, over and over again. And 11 is a master number. And for whatever reason, when I saw this card, I'm thinking 11 and 44, so 144,000. But you're going to be going forward. And honestly, you already have been. The journey that you're on does not allow you to not succeed. The only thing that I want to remind you of is either way you're going to get there. But are you going to get there feeling down, sad, overwhelmed, frustrated? And you know, in this card, I'm seeing that you have recently maybe gotten your heart broken, because I noticed there's a heart and it says love, yes or no. And it's pointed in between the yes or no. And you probably feel like you've just been wanting love your entire life. And you might give love to everybody, but where's your love at, right? But I promise you're going forward and it's going to be coming. It's just been hidden from you because sometimes we have to feel isolated and alone for our gifts to be activated. And, you know, I'm going to be honest. It sucks. It's not an easy feeling. And it's not for the weak. But you're not weak, Capricorn. We are some of the strongest. We are actually called the father of all signs, the Capricorn. Struggles make us who we are, and they are unfair, but we signed up for this because we knew that we were strong enough to do it. So I want you to remember how strong you are and take action. Move forward and take action. Get out of your thinking mind, okay? Give yourself some self-care. Remember who the heck you are. You're the GOAT, baby. You're the GOAT, okay? And put your focus back on the things that matter. Put your focus back into yourself, okay? You're being activated. You're not from here, you know? And I say that lightly because I know that it can be like woo-woo, but a lot of us aren't, you know? We're not from here. We're just here to have the Earth School experience. It's called the School of Life. All right, 1 or 2, well, whatever you think, Spirit. What card do we need for my Capricorns? What do they need to do next on their journey to go forward and take action and focus? What do they need to take action on? This one too. All right, so we need to take action on your freedom. So when I see this card, I keep thinking you need to free yourself from the blocks that you put in your own mind. You have kind of put yourself in some chains and you're locked in maybe codependency, addiction, being focused on saving a relationship that you know is not good for you, right? So you need to set yourself free. Be free of expectations, free of I will only be happy if my life goes this way. Because you are special. You are the GOAT. You are made for more. And I feel like some of you right now are saying, but I just want to have a family. I just want to feel loved. I just want to have a family to take care of. But you've had that in many lives. And that's why you want it and you crave it so bad now. But this journey, you came here to be a warrior. And you're going to help so many souls. But first, you have to get out of your own way and recognize everything you're doing is for the greater good. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, and it's activating you along your path. Okay? And you need to go on some adventures. Take a vacation. When I see this card, I'm thinking Hawaii. So some of you have either a planned trip to Hawaii, you're going to be going to Hawaii soon, or you need to go to some sort of an island. This is where you're going to replenish your soul. This is where you're going to be able to recharge, reconnect with spirit, and get that milk and honey feeling. So go on adventures. Listen to the birds. Enjoy the waterfalls. Because that is going to be your gateway into your activation into a magical realm. And it might not be physical, you know, it can be, but a lot of times it's mental. We step into a new part of our journey, and there are things inside of us that are activated that we did not even know existed. And you're going to have your unicorn. And look at that mountain. What do goats do, right? They climb the mountain. And you're the goat. All right, Cappies. And let me know, are you guys all hard workers too? Because every Capricorn I know works at least 3 jobs and has their own business. So let me know in the comments if that's you, okay? And that could also be why you're looking for a vacation. You need to take a rest. All right, so what does my Capricorn need to know? Wow, it's like the cards just don't want to come out for me today. What does my Capricorn need to know? All right, so we have the 8 of Cups. So you have been working very hard on your emotions. You've been working really hard in growth, in hoping for relationships. You feel like relationships and love has been hidden from you. Like no matter what you do, it doesn't work out. And I feel some sadness for some of you guys. And I want you to know that the sun is coming. The sun is the most positive card in the deck. And if you don't resonate with the feeling like, oh, is love coming? Or maybe that love is for you. Maybe you're giving yourself too much of a hard time and you need to allow yourself to have a break. Take that vacation. Maybe you really want to take the vacation, but you have so much going on. You're like, no, take it. What's this one? Yeah, because you're in conflict with yourself. You're in conflict with your mind. Do you see how these go together? I don't know if you can see that. The 5 of Swords, the Thinker, and the Never-Ending Story. You're like, when is this conflict and this chaos going to go away? Well, check this out. Take your vacation and it'll go away quicker, right? Go to Hawaii. Take that trip. Because you have to follow your intuition and you have a new opportunity that's coming, but you need to listen to the small nudge in your mind, in your heart. And it'll come in fast once you decide. All right, give me some more clarification for my Capricorns. Oh my gosh, so this one flipped. The Star. And the Star card is all about wish fulfillment. You are going to be literally, you're already living your best life, I feel like. Even when a Capricorn is down, they're never down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys always have something to build from. You guys have that grit in you, okay? And I know that because I'm a Cappy too. Because guess what? You know how to stack your pentacles. You know how to work really hard. You know how to work hard. You work hard for the money. You work hard for the money. Sorry, guys. I'm not the best singer, but I really wanted to sing that. So you are going to have your wish fulfillment because you know no one is going to give it to you. You're going to get it yourself. It just can be frustrating at times. But you're the magician. You are the magician. You know how to work with all the elements. Fire, air, water, and pentacles. And you also know that you're manifesting your own destiny. You know, Capricorn, there's one thing about you guys. Oh, and this one fell on the floor. But check this out. This is my Cappy card. This is the 9 of Pentacles. And this is you standing firm in your energy, in your power, knowing that you are the GOAT. You know, no matter what, any obstacle in your way or challenge, you are going to tackle it. And you're coming out as the King of Cups in a very mature emotional energy. All of this pain and heartache is teaching you how to handle tough things. And I know it's a lot and it sucks sometimes. But you know what? You guys have royal blood flowing through you. You guys come from a royal lineage. You know who you are deep down. And sometimes the people who are meant to lead others have to go through the worst so they can understand. And you're kind of like, yeah, I know, but you're presenting me with this opportunity, but where is it at? I have A, B, and C going on right now. And I don't want to think about D right now. But D is a gift from spirit. A, B, and C is fleshly things. It's that person that's not meant for us. It's that job where we feel uncomfortable. It is things that are maybe monetary or physical. So look at what spirit's gifting you with. And meditate and pray. And I feel like you are just at your wit's end and you're like, all right, spirit, what do you want me to do next? I've laid down my sword. I am resting. I'm meditating. I'm literally praying. Help me so I can better help you. Show me the sign. Bring truth and bring clarity. But guess what? With judgment, it's coming. You're being recognized. You are being recognized for your efforts and your hard work in the higher realms. And with the 3 of Wands, we know that means you've already taken the first step. You've already listened to your intuition. You've already gone even to the second step. You have laid the foundation. You're already on your journey. You're just in the midst of it right now, almost to the midway of your phase. So take that vacation, take that break, have that bath, do the milk and honey, because think about it like this. You have to get to the end of the wands. And if you're at 3, you still have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to go. So it is not a race. It is a marathon. And in that parable or story, it wasn't the rabbit that won the race. It was the tortoise, right? The tortoise was slow and steady. But being slow and steady, you can win the race. All right, let's get some more tarot. I just want to go a little bit deeper. What does my Capricorns need to know right now about what they're going through? How can they get through this feeling of overthinking and sadness? As I'm asking those spirits, like, I already told you, take that vacation. But let's just say Hawaii is not an option. Oh, what can my Cappies do? What can my Cappies do? All right. All right. Now one, two. Oh, gosh. So we have the 9 of Wands. Oh, my goodness. And didn't I just say you got to get all the way to the 9 of Wands? So that tells me you just need to persevere. You're almost there. It's going to take some time, but you're using that element and that energy of passion, of motivation, determination, of fire. Okay? And I'm not sure how they came out, but I know these ones came out last. All right. And you're going to go through a death and a rebirth. So you're going through a transformation while you're on that journey from the Three of Wands to the Nine of Wands. You've been shedding layers of yourself that no longer resonate. And then you've also been gathering new things that do. And I keep thinking about the cocoon and the butterfly. You're shedding your old ways of thinking, the old mindsets, the old paradigms. The feeling of, gosh, this is a never-ending story, because you're remembering that Spirit's always with you and you're on a mission. All right, and then the cards that came out are, oh my gosh, I love it. So, the Three of Pentacles. So, you are working on creating something with people that you love, okay? It could be with like a mother figure, a father figure. It could be with your child. You are working on something that is spiritually in line with your mission and your journey. And it's also, I keep thinking, connected. So I wanted to say earlier that you may be a part of the 144,000. And I'm not going to go into too much detail with that, but that's what came to mind when I was looking at the cards. And maybe your child is a part of that too. Maybe your significant other is a part of that too. And you are the Empress. You are pregnant with life, pregnant with a possibility, pregnant with what ifs. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you're saying, yeah, I really want to have my own child. I've been focused on helping everybody else my entire life, and now I want to have a baby. Well, you can be, this could mean for some of you that a baby could be on your way. It could also mean that you want that more than anything, and that's what you're feeling like you're left out in the cold with. But you can be a mother to all things. And there's other options, right? There's adoption. There is like IVF. It doesn't always have to be on the narrative that the world expects it to be on, okay? And we have double confirmation, the Nine of Pentacles. You are in your energy, you know, you're in your power. So I want you to harness that right now, because right now you're temporarily feeling a setback. Like, geez, like how many times am I going to have to repeat this cycle? But you're going on a new journey, okay? You're going on the Fool's journey. So we got to be careful and mindful when we go on the Fool's journey, because we want to keep an eye out for what's around us. We want to be mindful. We don't want to be naive and just like so optimistic that we get ourselves in trouble, right? So use your King of Wands energy. And that is your listening to your intuition, following through with your gut instincts, using that fire energy and that motivation, that determination. Okay? If anyone tries to tell you, oh, well, you can't do this, or you bring out that lioness, King of Wands energy, and you let them know. No, I'm the goat, right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. You don't tell me. And I don't know why I said that, so that might resonate with somebody. And you need your rest. Honestly, you need your rest right now. You have been in battle for so long. You deserve a rest. So I'm going to ask you, please, Capricorn, take that trip, take that vacation. It might not be to Hawaii, but if you're thinking about Hawaii, take it. But it might be to the beach. It might be to somewhere where you can just hear the birds, okay? But take care of yourself and know that you are worthy and you're more than enough, no matter what the outside circumstances might tell us, okay? And we're going to end this reading with a positive affirmation. And just keep up with that determination, okay? Like I said, you're the GOAT. You know you got it, right? Okay. Oh, we have two. So it says, I wake up today with joy in my heart and clarity in my mind. Ooh. This is an amazing affirmation to help you start your day feeling energized Make a conscious decision daily to have a great day. And what did I say earlier, you guys? We decide and we get to wake up and decide we have joy in our heart. And we just ask for clarity in our mind. So meditate on that, okay? And we're going to go ahead and pull this one too because it came out. I trust myself to make the right decision. Always try to be your best supporter. The true magic starts when you believe in yourself. So believe in yourself. Know that even though it feels like a never-ending story, you are the Nine of Pentacles and you are almost the Queen of Pentacles. And you are here on a divine mission. And it might not look like what everybody else has for you. But not everyone is gifted with the same path that you have been gifted with. And remember, you were entrusted to complete your mission, whatever that might be. So let's say that again. You were entrusted to complete and fulfill your mission. No one else but you. So whenever you're feeling like you're overthinking, like you're left out in the cold, like you're missing out, just know you are going to be recognized in the higher realms, and you already are, for everything that you've done. Have a great night, Capricorns, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.